up, guys? Spenny. We are living in an era of cratered trust in the corporate media. That's why channels like ours are, well, growing so quickly and so strongly, because we are trying our very level-headed best to ask the questions consistently, no matter who's in charge, about what the hell happened to people like Jeffrey Epstein. We ask a lot of uncomfortable questions around here, but we're not scared of these topics because you're interested in them, and we serve you, not the powerful. We don't lick the boots. So when we have Epstein's former lawyer on the stream live, Alan Dershowitz, we asked him this, and the answer stunned us. We said, do you think Epstein killed himself? It's possible. You have been a skeptic about the official Epstein story for a long time.
Have been. I'm not a skeptic about the fact that he didn't do it alone. He could not have simply killed himself alone. If he killed himself, it was with the assistance of some guards. And some guards have been disciplined for turning off their videos and for other actions that allowed him to kill himself. But it wouldn't surprise me if somebody managed to get into the prison and kill him, because I don't understand what his motive would have been. He could have killed himself at any time. And if he was going to be let out on bail, then why would he kill himself? So I've always had my doubts, my questions, but it's certainly plausible that he may have killed himself.
It's plausible that he could have killed himself at any time, says Dershowitz. So why do it in the worst possible way in a prison system where you're going to have to physically break your own neck with the insane amount of prison linens that you've been given? This is allegedly the noose they cut down from Jeffrey Epstein's neck. Doesn't show that it's cut, though. That's strange, isn't it? No blood on it. Apparently he broke he went so hard on this 4-foot bunk that it broke his neck bones. See that? That's what he used to break his neck bones, even though he's a 6-foot tall man. None of it makes any sense, and we got to give credit where credit is due here. If you look at the actual evidence, there have been some people, and CBS News has been one of those outlets, who, even way back in the day, and I'll show you some old school clips from CBS, has been questioning this, and now that the government has given its bombshell video evidence that Jeffrey Epstein definitely killed himself, CBS just blasted a massive hole in that. One, you can see here in this video that, of course, you can't actually see the stairwell into the tier block for Jeffrey Epstein, but you can see that someone is entering Jeffrey Epstein's tier block here around 10:40 p.m. at night. You can see an orange figure, something that is orange, presumably somebody carrying all of these linens into Jeffrey Epstein's cell. Why does it look like he's running a laundromat in his cell? These are the official photos from the federal government of what Jeffrey Epstein's cell looked like. Where the hell do you really give people on suicide watch all these linens? And these are the questions that CBS News asked in a recent and very interesting breakdown of the federal government's video that they gave to all of us, saying, no, you don't understand. Like, this is definitely guaranteed proof that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. It's a spectacular breakdown. Please don't unsubscribe. CBS News did a great job here, and we're thankful for their analysis. We're going to break down even more. Here we go.
This was the nearly 11-hour video agents reviewed when they investigated the death of convicted child predator Jeffrey Epstein. Government officials say it's proof that no one entered his cell tier. Malfunctioning equipment meant only one camera recorded the general area, and that camera captured part of the common area, including the officer's station and a sliver of the staircase leading to Epstein's cell. Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino.
There's video clear as day. He's the only person in there and the only person coming out. You can see it.
CBS News has reviewed the tape, and this is what it shows. The primary entrance is here. The pathway from the entrance to the stairs is completely out of view of the camera, leaving ample room for someone to enter unseen. This is the last time Epstein is believed to have been seen on camera, but we don't see him walking up the stairs to his cell. Bongino also said none of this video was doctored. It was the original, raw footage from the camera.
We're going to give the original so you don't think there were any shenanigans.
But a review by multiple video forensic experts found several indications this may not be raw footage. For example, at 11:21 p.m., a cursor appears briefly, indicating the video may have actually been a recording of a computer screen. Experts told CBS News the video's metadata, which tracks how a file is created and changed, shows it's made from 2 clips edited together. Then, at 11:58 p.m., the video suddenly jumps to midnight, and the aspect ratio shifts. Here's U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
There was a minute that was off the counter, and what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night.
But a government source familiar with the probe told CBS News the FBI and other agencies are in possession of a copy of the video that records with no interruption.
These inconsistencies, while not contradicting the conclusion Epstein.
Okay. These are honest. These seem to be, from my perspective, honest and good faith questions and reporting about what actually happened. Now we're learning there's mystery third person seen in Epstein prison video the final night. There's a breakdown here of what seems to be a third dark individual heading towards Epstein's cell. Now this would be early in the morning, very early in the morning, 4 a.m. Now, according to the autopsy report, Jeffrey Epstein had been dead for about 2 or 3 hours, and he was discovered at 6 a.m. So is this the person who went in and murdered him? Was Jeffrey Epstein even murdered? You know, at this point, you're left to ask, like, wait a second. You know, if you can't even see the stairwell in the video, well, I mean, here, this is the diagram. This is Jeffrey Epstein's cell, the red one. This is the staircase. You can barely see anybody going in or out. The entrance to the actual, you can see here, there's a staircase that goes down. There's also an entrance to the prison over here. There's a door right here to get into or out of the prison administrative facilities. Was Jeffrey Epstein even in the cell? Was it even Jeffrey Epstein? It's wild. Who could be the mysterious people that were going into or out of the area where Jeffrey Epstein was held? Let's listen.
Report says the unit was secured by 2 doors, one requiring a key held only by Noelle and Thomas. Noelle told investigators no one could enter without her physically opening that door. But here's where it gets tricky. Let's look at this one example. 4 a.m. Noelle remains in full view of the camera, yet seconds later someone walks in, and it appears neither Noelle nor Thomas let her in. The report is silent on this apparent contradiction. And even if there was no other key, both Noelle and Thomas had ample opportunities to let someone in. At least a half dozen times, one or the other of them exits the camera frame in the direction of the door, all without explanation. We shared this with our forensic experts, who agreed there was no way to conclusively determine from the video whether an unseen visitor was or was not let into the Epstein unit, although both Noelle and Thomas have said no one else entered.
So as you can see right here from the diagram that CBS does in this great breakdown, I really liked it, that there's a administrative entrance to the prison right here that is not captured on the camera. And so someone could enter or exit without ever being seen. And if all the other cameras in the prison were shut down, right here, see the red ones? Those are red cameras. So none of those cameras were working. Convenient, isn't it? The one camera that's working only captures a very, very slim partial view of the prison. Right there, someone could get into or out of Jeffrey Epstein's cell. And of course, our friend Luke Rudowski has this photo from a drone. I don't know. I've asked Luke. He says it's 100% authentic. There's a photo from a drone of somebody who looks a lot like Jeffrey Epstein on Jeffrey Epstein's island after Jeffrey Epstein supposedly was dead. I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of people say Jeffrey Epstein may be still alive. Maybe that's why they have to cover it up so much. I'm not sure. I don't have all the answers. I have lots of questions. And there's an absolute matter of fact that this video don't prove nothing. Okay? That's just is what it is. Sorry if that hurts your feelings. Whatever. We're just stating the facts here. And so we need more evidence. We need to learn more. What the hell happened to Jeffrey Epstein? It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe if you want answers to these questions. At the very least, we'll give you an honest, good faith effort to try to find the answers to those questions. See ya.